Welcome to the Nightly Rant. I'm Mike.
And I'm Torya.
This is the show where we talk about the awful things that have happened in our day, the awesome things that have happened in our day,
and all the things in between.
Thanks for listening, and we truly hope you enjoy.
You know what they always say in those martial arts movies, right?
What?
You don't know what they say?
I don't watch martial arts movies.
Well, so usually there's like the master guy, right? Like, he's very stoic.
Okay.
And then there's the student. He's usually too loosey-goosey and doesn't follow the rules. And then the master will always say, "Listen up, grasshopper." Mm-hmm. So I was reminded of this because of
the grasshopper?
Yes, the grasshopper.
Now I have to finish your sentences. You can't finish your sentence.
I wanted you to say the word grasshopper, dingus.
You're a hopper of grasses. I'm gonna murder you, Finn.
In any event, it was funny because we got that call at the end.
What are you looking for?
I found it. So Ashley had borrowed my car.
Right.
To go hang out with her friends. And she had packed some
plants
or something into the back of the car, and she was bringing it to her mom's house. And she calls me to say that she had heard... No, she texts me to say that she had heard like this thump sound on the back window, and she couldn't understand what it was. And when she took the plants out of the car, she sees this rather large grasshopper.
It was like 6 inches long.
It was a big boy. It was a big boy.
Yes, it was ginormous. I understand why it made such a big thunk.
Let's see something. Hey Alexa, how big can a grasshopper be?
A grasshopper's mass is 0.019 ounces.
That's not what I asked. What you asked.
Alexa,
how long
can a grasshopper get?
Grasshopper's average length is 2 inches, 5.08 centimeters.
So 2 inches is average.
But I've seen teeny tiny ones.
That boy was.
He was bigger than average.
Inches.
He was.
Yeah, he was a big boy, and so she brought the car to where
he bordered on the locust,
and she was gonna pick us up anyway. So she brought the car to where we were, and we proceeded to attempt to get the grasshopper to try to sweep him out of the back seat, and he jumps from the window, hits my glasses, hits my tip of my nose, and falls onto my chest, and he's stunned. So I go to grab him, and I'm just going to toss him out, right? Mm-hmm. I grab him like this, and I get him in my hand, and he shoots out of the hole in my hand like a bullet, into the front. And then Susan insists, "Oh, he got out of the car. And her son's saying, "No, he didn't. He's still in the car." And Ashley's laughing, and I'm laughing, and I'm looking around with the flashlight, trying to find this grasshopper.
And literally everyone was laughing at the four of you.
And everyone's laughing. And all of a sudden her son goes, "My gosh, there it is." And it was on the ledge of the rear passenger window.
Okay.
On the inside. So I just opened the door and then flicked my hand at it, and that thing just went boing, and it had to go like 3.5, 4 feet.
We could see it.
It flew.
Jump.
And I slammed all the car doors. But
And then you all came cackling back over to the rest of the group.
Huge. It was huge. And it wouldn't leave.
You liked us.
But then, okay. Now we have who I like to affectionately call Deputy Dunkin. And I call him that because, you know how you watch like the old Western comedies and there was always like the deputy sheriff who was just like some old man in the town and the sheriff's a nice guy and gave him the title of deputy sheriff to make him feel better and shut him up, but instead it makes him think he's really a law officer and he goes and causes all kinds of trouble, you know, that kind of thing. He reminds me of that. Duncan reminds me of that, so I call him Deputy Dunkin. Anyway, because he kind of has problems holding his pee in
because
he's old and he's sickly, and we're trying to fatten him up right now, we have him in our dining room area that we can eat. It's, you know, hard surface. We can clean it continuously, which is what we have to do with him.
Pretty much.
It's like operating a kennel in there, trying to clean that. Anyway, he is in there, and we had like these normal dog gates that we've used for Yogi and for Odie since he's been here to kind of isolate them if we're going to be gone longer than like 2 hours. We kind of try to isolate them so they don't have an accident or anything. At least if they did, it would be safe.
Right.
And we have to keep stepping over those stupid things and
they're not exactly short. Like it's a you have to heave your leg over
all the way up my leg. You know, you got to heave the leg over the thing, and you know, I'm not getting any younger.
Then your foot crashes into them, and the whole freaking thing falls down, and then
I have a big old bruise on my shin because I swung my foot and the tip of my toe touched the thing and it tipped forward. And then, of course, my shin wound up right where it wasn't supposed to be because there was now cage door there. Anyway, you got the brilliant idea to do what?
Well, I used the guinea pig grids that are only 14 inches tall, and I built a little fence because he's decrepit. It's not like he can jump.
Yeah.
So,
and it makes it so we just, boom, step right over it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to step over 14 inches, except for Duncan.
And when we initially put it in, Yogi just boing right over it. Yeah. No problem.
Yeah, he wiggled his little butt and jumped right over. Now he refuses because he's a chicken shit.
He won't do it. But the funny part is the Chewini. He is trying to climb it like he's a bear or something. And you put the box that we use to boost the fan up, you put it over near there.
To stabilize it.
To stabilize the gate. And what he tries to do is from the other side, he tries to jump up onto that box and then climb in here. That's the objective. But what happened to him the first time he tried was he jumped up in there and kind of fell down inside the box, but then he's so long that part of his body was out the front of the box, and it tipped the box over, and he was all shocked. The look in his face was priceless.
A little tumble.
So now he's afraid, too, to do the same thing. But he's also determined to get over that fence.
I know, it's ridiculous. Like, I wish there was a way to make it so that he could go through, Yogi could go through, but Duncan couldn't. Yeah. But I can't figure it out.
Yeah, me either. Me either. But it's just cute to watch. Like, what I find interesting is Yogi's kind of like the patient one. Yogi just kind of sits back and goes, yeah, don't feel like jumping over that. So I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to look cute and complain. And eventually you'll pick me up and bring me
And he
over.
whines.
Exactly. But then Odie kind of looks at you for a while and he tries that.
And he barks.
Then he goes, then he'll bark and then he'll say, you know what? It's not accomplishing anything. I'm going to have to figure this out on my own. Then that dog goes and assesses the situation. He walks up and down the fence. He pokes at parts of it with his nose.
Well, and to get out into the dining room,
he just pushes it out.
No. He climbs the cube shelf.
Oh, I've seen him do
over.
that. Yeah, I've seen him do that. He gets to the second shelf of the cube shelf and then he jumps off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why that box is pushed in.
Yeah.
I could mess with his life, though. Command strip. Bam!
Make
Done.
his life easy and just take the box out.
Done. Why would I want to make it easier
what
for
fun
him to
would that
jump
be?
over the wall?
Because he's allowed over the wall.
But he's cute, and he's very, very smart. And we have big news that someone wants him.
He has a potential adopter.
And we only say potential because
She hasn't picked him up yet.
she hasn't picked him up yet, but she has said she wants him. And number two, even when they pick them up, you never know if they're going to stay gone.
Right.
So I kind of feel like if he doesn't stay gone, he's probably meant to be our dog.
Odie's going on a vacation. Whether or not it's permanent is yet to be decided.
Exactly. We love that guy, though. He's a cute little man. And his personality is super adorable. And look at the CEO asleep on the job over here.
He's like, his ear is inside out, and his feet are in the freaking air. He's airing his junk out for everybody to see. It's the most inappropriate CEO I've ever seen in my life.
It's just funny. He's comfortable. He's comfortable. So, I don't know. You're obviously not.
No, it's like 100 million degrees in here. I understand why he's sleeping like that. He's trying to cool off.
Well then.
Guess that means good night, everyone.
Hasta la bye-bye, Yogi.
Hi everyone, this is Mike, and I truly hope you enjoyed this show. You're able to subscribe to this show on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher so as to never miss an episode. If by chance you did miss an episode here or there, you can catch up on all shows, past and present, by heading over to yogispodcastnetwork.com/TNR show. Thanks for listening.